How's it all, you 1/6ers, you quarter scalers, hobbyists, Plutonians, and Martians alike, especially the good Martians? Welcome to another edition of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Today we're doing the Mark 46, the concept art Civil War die-cast Ironman. And he is a beauty. Look at all that gloriousness. He is a beaut, man. Really impressed with him, eh? Double bend elbows, double bend knees, articulation in the feet, articulating in the waist. If you pull up the top half of the body, extend it, as you can do with the other Ironmen, well, not all of them, but some of them, especially the Mark 42, which for me, this one is very similar to when it comes to articulation. I've never found an Ironman that could articulate like the Mark 42 except this one. So yeah, he's a beauty, a real beaut. There's his artwork. Marvel Studios, first 10 years, concept art, Ironman. Actually quite a nice box. Very nice indeed. Excuse the look behind there. You can see all these parts behind the box. Isn't that just a dope, eh? This one has the all-important shipper that everyone wants. Obligatory instruction manual. That there is all the batteries that you have to put in. He's got quite a few light up features. I'll show you them at the end of the video. He comes with two right-handed hands. You can see them there. I've left them like that so you can see that one is at right angles where that one is straight. So that one is when he puts his hand out for like using a repulsor. But these ones, although they straight onto the hand, they've got articulated fingers. So you can get it in most poses, fists, whatever. That there is his forearm missiles. I'll set him up just now in a fighting pose and I'll show you. I'll put the articulated fingers on. These two forearm missiles. These I've taken off from the beginning because I kind of like him with those shoulders. Don't ask me why, but yeah, he shoots chaff grenades, high explosives, all sorts out of those. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? That is a beautiful piece, eh? And you must see him in the display cabinet. Actually, maybe I'll go get Cap just now and put him through. They fixed the problem of where you could see where the gold shoulder pauldron joins onto the actual shoulder. That always used to be a gap there, and it bugged a lot of collectors. Never really bothered me, but they fixed that by you able to move the whole arm up to join the armor. Nice, eh? This piece here folds up when you extend the body. The breastplate comes off to reveal the arc reactor and all the machinations of his suit. The two hips there, they've got two flaps that pull up. Let's see if I can show you. There's one. And then it's got a back one, and it's the same on the other side. The toes bend. You can you can get some dope poses out the feet. He's just a really posable figure. You can see the knee, double bend knees. Really nice piece. Doesn't come with much, but yeah, he's a beauty. And when he's got all his lights on, I wish I was capable. There's these guys that set up the Ironman that, or any other figure, that they can turn it on with the remote. I'm just not that clued up to do that. So I've just got him standing in a simple pose, but he looks really good, eh? He looks really good. And when you see him with all these lights on at the end of the video, oh, he looks brilliant, eh? He's got a pair of fists wearing now that he came with. I haven't changed the hand yet. I've only just changed the shoulder plates up the top. So just now, as I say, I'll put him in a fighting pose and I'll show you what he looks like. Let's turn him around so you can see a bit of the... I've got a turntable thing. I don't know why you don't ever use it. So there you go, that's the side. Most of all of this is die cast. He's got two sets of brake flaps on the back, one each side. Again, nothing to write home about. There we go. That's the back of him. So even from the back he looks dope. This piece here comes out, and that's where you put the batteries and turn the lights on. The top of the helmet comes off. That's where you would turn the lights on for the eyes. The top part of the gold pauldron on the side there of his shoulders, that comes off. That's where you put the batteries and turn the lights on. And similar with the forearm. The bottom piece comes off. That's where you fit the lights and turn them on. The same here. These pieces pull out and or pull off, and you can, that's where you change the batteries or insert the batteries and turn it on. You'll see all the lights, the lighting effect that he's got. As you can see, the knees there, they're really articulated, eh? It's the same with the elbows, look. The same type of mechanism they've used. He's just a super articulated piece. And you can get some, I'm going to have fun with him. You can get some dope poses out of him. Let me turn this bad boy back. Next time, I think, if I'm going to do something like this, I'll use my turntable, because this is a bit of a nightmare. It makes for a shit video. But there we have him. And I'm damaging IC Customs diorama he built for me by turning that like that. Let me go over the accessories again. Those two shoulder plates, I've got the ones that are an accessory, almost, you can call them. I've got those fitted. He comes with two right-hand repulsors with the 90-degree wrist hole. He comes with the two articulated fingers. Also has repulsor lights. You can get some fantastic pose out of those. He comes with these two missile launchers for his forearm armor. The instruction manual. A screwdriver, albeit a baby one. And some tweezers. But I don't use those. I use mine. So you can see the detail on the feet. Because these feet are very articulated, eh? They bend, they move, they do whatever you want them to do, really. There's the artwork again from the box. Very lacquer. Mark 46, Marvel Studios, 10-year concept art. Yeah. So this is a reissue of the Mark 46 from Civil War. But, oh man, look at that. Let me just put that flap back down. He really is nice, eh? I'd say the only drawback of him is on most of the Ironman, you get the head sculpt, the cowled head sculpt, where you can lift the faceplate up to reveal Tony Stark's face. This one doesn't have it. This is the only head sculpt it comes with, and it's only light up eyes. The face mask doesn't come off. But he makes up for it in so many other areas. And I think, being Iron Man, they might have thought of throwing in a flight stand, because he does fly. And that would make for an even better pose next to Cap America. At the moment, they've both got the same type of bases. But you'll see that in the next video. Or if you go watch the concept art Captain America video, you'll check. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. You can pull out... No, I'm gonna see there. You can pull out the shoulder to enable you to get doper poses with the arm, to bring them in front of him, to take them more to the side. Yeah, very nifty little touch there. So you can extend those. As I said, you can extend the whole upper body from the waist. You can pull the legs down to extend the legs. and you can pull the feet down to extend the feet. So yeah, all in all, as I say, a very poseable piece. Okay, but now I'm leaving you with a horrible view of him. But still, I'll do a quick fighting pose. And yeah, we'll take it from there. We'll take it from there. For now, though, that's the Mark 46 and me saying, come back after 10 seconds. Start counting. Yeah, I told you I'd be back by the time count of 10. Okay, so we've put him in the fighting pose. This is how he's posed with concept cap in the display cabinet. I've got the two Stinger missiles or heat-seeking missiles, one on each arm, forearm. I've put, I think they were either, he had a whole load of various rounds in there. He had chaff grenades, he had explosions, the whole thing that shoot out the top of his shoulder there. So I've changed those two plates for that plate with the holes in for each shoulder. As I say, I've taken this forearm armor off now, and I've put the two missiles on one on each arm. At the moment, he's got the articulated finger hands on. Really dope hands. You can get quite a few poses out of them. I've just got them used like this for now. I've lifted the flaps around his legs so they don't get trapped when I move him. I've pulled the legs down. I've extended the waist so I can get him in this lacquer pose, turned. I extended the legs so that I could get him with one leg facing this way. So yeah, he looks dope, eh? He looks really dope. He's a really top class figure, eh? Yeah. There, I've left a hand turned that way so you can see those are the right angled hands, the ones you would use for his repulsors. You don't have to use those. You can use these these articulated finger hands. There's the two fists. Yeah, back to him, eh? What a beautiful piece. Can you see him? Can you see him? At the end of the video, I'll show you with him with all these lights on. And believe you me, he looks dope, eh? I bought this pre-owned, yeah, quite a while ago, actually. Quite a while ago. And I've had to clean him. The guy must have been using him as a garden ornament. He was that dirty, eh? So, yeah, that's the only sad thing about buying pre-owned figures is they're never in the condition you want them to be, you know? But what do you think? Eh? How dope does that look? That's just fantastic, man. Really is. A piece de resistance, as they say in the classics. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And he looks so dope with Captain America. Actually, let me stop the video here and I'll go get Cap. And I'll put him next to him here so you can see what he looks like in the display with Cap. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back in the room. And there you have it. That's what they look like next to each other. The two concept art. This is the Mark 46 reissue, I think it is, from the Spider-Man movie. Is it from the Spider-Man? Oh, Civil War, sorry. Civil War. And yeah, look what he looks like next to Cap. Both concept art pieces, 10-year anniversary of Marvel Studios. And don't they look dope together, eh? They really do, eh? Yeah, there's no bells and whistles with this Iron Man. What you see is what you get. You get the hands and that, and that's about it. But he does make for some dope posing, eh? He's very articulated, very much like, for me, the Mark 42. I've got the Mark 43 1/6 scale, Mark 3, sorry. And yeah, he's posable, but not as posable as the Mark 42 or this one. This one really does dope really well, pose really well. And there's a concept Cap. Also a dope piece. I love him. Look, there's no elbow pads, no any of that. Go have a look at the review on him. He's a really nice piece, eh? I love him. Simple and understated, but very powerful in the pose. Okay, let's Cap not hog the limelight there. Let's get Ironman back in picture and zero in on him. The chest plate does come off to reveal all the intricate armor underneath. Yeah, to turn the lights on this thing, you almost have to have an engineering degree. By the time your guests have seen him with his lights on, I think they're sick of waiting, because you got to pull this piece off, that piece off. It's a nightmare, but you'll see at the end of the video what he looks like. He looks really dope. So yeah, I just wanted to show you next to Cap in his fight pose. Okay, yeah, at the end of this, I'll put Iron Man with all his lights on, and I'll show you that. But for now, that's the Don saying, peace out. There you go. That's him with all his lights on. So he's got the light up eyes, the arc reactor. He's got shoulder lights, which is quite cool. You can see them shining at the back of him there. The repulsor hands. And he's also got lights under the flaps in his hip and into the calf. But what a mission to take all the parts off just to show you this. You've got to basically strip him down naked. So I think I'll be taking the batteries out and not using them. Because when do you ever use them? By the time you've taken off all the parts to turn all these lights on, your guests are already tired of him. But look at that, eh? He looks, ooh, he could do some damage, eh? He could do some damage. Okay, I just wanted to show you the lights quickly. And yeah, he looks dope. He looks dope, and the Mark 85's coming. That's why I'm doing this concept art one. Just so you can see the difference between this concept art Iron Man and the 85. Right, so let me turn all the lights off. I shall be back. Just count to 10. I'll be back. Just a little addition to show you them in their static poses in my display cabinet. Luckily for me, these ones you can actually pose quite lacquer, so I might pose them up. I'm not too sure, but for now they're in these what we call museum poses, just standing in my display cabinet, and they still look dope either way. As you can see, the matching base plates. Okay, that was just another quick little addition to show you him in the actual display cabinet. He looks dope under lights. Let me try and move him back more, so he's got more light on him, and you can see this paintwork pop, eh? Look at that. How dope does that look under the lights? Let's bring him back, so he's more at the forefront. There we go. That's the Spectre you can see to the right. My Gladiators to the left, but I'm not ready to do a gallery tour just yet. So there we go. That's concept art, Mark 46, Civil War, die-cast Iron Man.